BowTieGD is a cool yet slightly underrated creator that has a couple very interesting levels that I would like to showcase. There are a lot of levels of his that I like a lot, but I chose Concept for this video because it is probably the least recognized, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen levels such as Paranoia or Manic by now. One of the things BowTie is really good at is tying levels into the songs. None of his levels really fit the exact same style, but one thing they do all replicate is sync, not just in the gameplay, but in the theming and in movements. For example, Concept has this looming fog in the background through every part that just matches the vibe of the song so well. And when the drop hits, the curves in the background and in the foreground replicate the very odd oscillation in the song and the amazing vibes the song gives. These parts also use pulsing objects to their advantage, which is amazing because pulsing objects are one of the most useful things in the game, in my opinion, because they automatically sync to the music, which sometimes can add an extra vibe or even match or sync to a different part of the song than your actual gameplay is, which can add even more layers of complexity and make levels way more fun and entertaining to look at. Another small detail of this level that I find to be really intriguing and good looking is the font choice for the beginning text in the level. It's very simple, and while I would have chosen a font personally more like Times New Roman or maybe something more artistic, BowTie chooses a very, very simplistic font that I think fits the song and the vibe really well, and makes it so much more impactful when the climax of the song is actually hit. Two other things that really help the level fit the song, especially in the early parts, is the blurriness of the blocks and the variation in the gameplay. Not every section of the first part is the exact same, even though they're all structured the same, with the exception of the fast ball part, which is a really nice way to break up what would be a mundane part. This level, while only having 4 distinct parts, 3 of which are in the latter half of the level, still manages to have a very coherent sense of progression, with shadows appearing on the text in the first part when the guitar riff enters, and the drop having several sections with different game modes and slightly different decorations. The song also has a very unique sense of progression, and BowTie takes full use of this, especially with the movement of the wavy objects in the first part of the drop. He not only changes the speed at which these lines move in the drop, but he also uses the squiggly lines in the part before and after the guitar riff hits, and he also uses it in the robot to create some sort of weirdly masked cutoff line. Yeah, so between when I recorded that and actually edited it, I figured out how that effect is done. Essentially take another one of those like weird squiggly line things and layer it over with the background, and it actually masks the other one, and it creates this cool effect. I thought they were like horizontal lines, but they're not, so it's actually really cool. I might use it in one of my levels sometime. The two complaints that I potentially have for this level is the first part doesn't have enough color variation in itself. Not just pulses, but things like maybe you could add banding of different sorts of colors, or maybe you could even add some sort of mask that changes the opacity or color of the overlaying blending glow. The other thing is the sight readability and the weirdness of the transition into the final cube. It just seems very abrupt. Overall, this level is one of my favorites at the moment, and it's actually kind of difficult to find something to criticize about it. The whole level is very sleek and very interesting, and it fits really well with the song and is really fun to play. So recently I've been trying to include friends in my videos more often because I think it just makes them more fun to watch. So I decided to ask a bunch of my friends what they thought about this level, and yeah. Why level?
I guess the level was good. I liked the lyricism matched with the tempo of the visuals. Except for the part where it gave me a seizure and I died.
Does it, I know this is very dumb of a question to ask because you don't play GD, but does it look fun, too?
I have no way to gauge, but I guess the rhythm seems nice, attainable, but still challenging.
Just from an artistic point of view, stuff like, you know, like the colors or like shapes and stuff, was it just like well designed and thought out, or does it just look like bald?
Number 2, clam chowder.
Hello? No way, guys, that's insane.
Wow, Bracken. I love that.
Okay, essentially, just in general first, what do you think about the level? Is it good?
I like it. The messy element doesn't always fit with the level, but it pulls it off nicely. And the gameplay is decent. It's good.
Alright,
what the difficulty is.
something I want to ask about because this is what I think is really good in the level. What do you think about the colors?
The colors are, well, they're a little on the generic side, but they mix nicely. It looks good.
So yeah, just in general, what did you think about the level? Is it gaming or no?
It's very good because, well, I just like the layout because one, it's just nice. It's very satisfying as a video, and just like the words, like just the I don't know, just how the word lines or like the lines come in. It's just very nice.
I know this is a question you don't really have basis on because you don't play the game, but does it look fun?
It looks pretty fun. It looks like I might be able to get 50% on it.
And then lastly, the colors. Are the colors nice? They're very gaming, I guess. I don't know. Wait, why am I answering myself?
It looks good how it's just like dark and light with the voice lines. It goes together well.